Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Full Force News Burst unboxing. I just realized something. I'm going to have to turn my mic down on here. Bear with me. There we go. That's better. Sorry, I do a little bit of a technical issue there. I've got another camera set up to do this unboxing of the Dragonfly today, so I could hear myself repeating back. Anyway, that's fixed now, and we can get stuck into the unboxing goodness today. How is everybody? Happy Sunday. I hope you've had a good weekend, and I hope it continues to be good. Let me know what you guys are up to today while watching me unbox this gigantic bloody thing, which is right in front of me. Like I said, I've had to do a bit of different maneuvering to set up this other camera and to have this little kind of intro bit. So it's all a little bit wobbly at the moment, isn't it? Anyway, yes, we're going to be getting stuck in. Now, I don't think I have the batteries ready because I did think of it a lot and then completely forgot to grab them. But it's not a big deal. I'll be doing probably what I did last year with the HIS tank and do like a little video of the lights as a separate thing. So anyway, I suppose we better get stuck in, right? Well, I've got to do some fun transitioning in the meantime, so hopefully I can get it done in time. Here we go. Let's do it. How's that? Is that good? Brilliant. I'm going to take my headphones off so I don't hear myself in the background now. And I think you can you guys hear me? Just want to double check everything's working. Here obviously are my chubby fingers and the Dragonfly, aka Jabberjaw, which is the funniest code word for any G.I. Joe anything ever. How are we doing? So hello Grizzlehorn, hello Wolfredo, hello Flaffle57, hello Maximum Warp, hello Jamie Lynn Parks, and hello again. Yeah, brilliant. We can hear you. Great. This is all going far too smooth at the moment. Right then, let's get into this absolute huge thing that we've got on my table here. So this is the kind of like, it's on its side, and this is the other side of it here. If we like lift it up, you'll see. Oh, don't want to show you that bit. You'll see it's pretty much the same all the way around, honestly. My God, this thing's heavy and awkward, especially with the table I'm working on right now. But that's like the other side. I'm gonna get on this side here. You can see my hand. I'm just gonna cut that open just to kind of just to lose this shipping box basically. But let's get that sorted out. Hope everyone is having a lovely weekend. I have just you know, just on the, what do you call it, on the just while I ramble while I'm doing this, I've been doing a bit of gardening today. Got some stuff cleared out in the backyard, which was nice. So that was all good. Sorry about the time it's taking me to do this, and apologies for the awkwardness. It will get a lot better visually. Have no fear. Just trying to, there we go. Just getting one end open, and then I hope I'm not pushing it. There we go. Hi. This is my desk. How's it going? Let's open this up. This desk is really cool, actually. It's like as you can see, it's kind of like an L shape. So this kind of like swings out, so you can have like an L-shaped desk. It's well cool. Right, let's bend that all the way back and slide this out. There's another interior box here, but they've got those little corner plastic pieces there to keep it really safe. Forget that the camera's like right there above me. There you go. There's that. And I can kind of monitor it as well on the laptop to my left, which is cool. Anyway, so yeah, you can ignore this little section. It's just the base of my laptop, and my headphones getting in the way. Look, move that out of the way. Look, clean up a little bit. Bit more professional. That's what I would need to be around here. Anyway, there's 4 of those on this corner, as you'd imagine. There's going to be more of those to pull out on the other side. Let's try and get this out without smacking into my lighting rig and camera. Yes, I can hear you, Clem Fandango. Thank you, Jason Todd. Yes, I can hear you, Clem Fandango. Put your finger on the button. I can't hear when you put your finger on the button. Here's the fun part. Those corners are great for paint projects, FYI. They're good stands. Thank you, Jello Ben. Hell yeah, this is awesome. Sort of, Jeremy. It's nearly there. Yojo Christoph Black, and Full Force. Happy Thanksgiving coming up, I guess, for everyone. I will actually just probably be streaming throughout the week anyway, so I'll probably see you on Thanksgiving. Let's just, sorry this is taking a while, I'm just trying to be very careful and at the same time not knock everything over. And it is a very, like, there's just a lot of crap. There we go, okay. One box down, and now we have this plain box with literally nothing on it. It is devoid of any branding or anything. So I'm going to slice into this with my trusty one of these bad boys. Look, let's get it on camera at least. One of these bad boys. Okie dokie. Get in there, people. All right, I can see some. Look, if I open this and show you guys what I just saw when I cracked this open, we can see finally a little bit of art. Going on. That beautiful Oliver Barrett frieze all the way around. I've got it upside down. Of course I have. Of course it's upside down. There we go. There we go. I'll slide it on its side so that when this comes out, you guys get the full effect. Rexon effect. This is so tight. It might be easier if this is actually going to be easier if I turn it upside down and just lift the box off it. Sorry guys, this is off camera a little bit. Oh, and it would help if that flap wasn't being annoying. Man, flaps are the worst. Right, here we go. I tell you, the suspense that's building with this is insane. My God, it is absolutely on there. But can you hear that? Like, that's... Come on! All right, finally. Whew. That was on there. And we have a Dragonfly box. Wow, this is gorgeous. So that's the back. Let's start at the front, shall we? And even though you're seeing the sides as well. Okay, so this is the beautiful front of the box. We have, again, this is Oliver Barrett, who did this beautiful work. He did the his tank artwork as well. Phenomenal. We've had him on the show. We've talked with him. We've talked about him. We've talked of him, and we talked to him. So you know, hopefully maybe we can get him back on again to talk about this beautiful piece of work. I might actually reach out to him after this and say, hey, oh, 3 AA's. I'm good, guys. It's 3 AA's, which I have. So we're in the game. For some reason in my head, I thought there were AAA's we needed. Oh, well, that's the best thing ever. Okay, we're back in the game for lighting. We're going to be doing lighting today. I'll probably turn the light off as well, just to get the full effect. So we've got this, and like I said, this frieze, as it were, goes kind of all the way around the box. So if you flip it up here, you get to see this beauty as well. I'll kind of scroll it up the page so you can see everything. Now I've seen everything. And you've got that kind of blue Joe stripes as well down the bottom, which is pretty cool. But very cool all the way around the box. And it goes, I'll go back to the front and then show you the other side and then flip it all the way around again. Look at that. Sorry, I keep forgetting where the camera is. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Just like a fleet of dragonflies just perusing. And then we've seen this already when I opened it, but there's the back as well. Nice with chips on there as well. Phenomenal stuff. Absolutely wonderful. If you come to check it out, look at that.
I also just overlooked you see the word back.
Oh no, I've got some. I grabbed some. Thank you though.
You're welcome. We do have AAA.
I've got. It's only the AA's I needed. I'm well ahead. Thank you, darling. Thank you. And here's the side of it. Kate making an appearance in the background there. That's the Dragonfly XH1. I just want to see. There we go. It's a bit bright at the moment, my lighting. But yeah, you got the Dragonfly XH1 logo and all the blue bits. That's on the top of the box. And all of these logos down here. We've got the Classified logo. We've got the Classified logo with 6" 15 centimeters in there. What? Is that just like the scale? I didn't know that was something that has ever been really done, but that's quite interesting. And then Yeehaw Champion G.I. Joe logo for Wild Bill as well, and the little HasLab logo at the top there. Very, very nice indeed. We also have an underside, which I'll flip over, and this is kind of like, sorry, the ring light is very obvious there, isn't it? But yeah, we've got with this beautiful kind of like blueprint, or the black print almost, isn't it? Black on blue print. Very nice, that. Showing all of the different kind of parts and functions of the helicopter. Very nice indeed. And then a cool little kind of front shot. I would kind of get this up close and show you guys stuff like that, but it's just so big and bulky and enormous that it's not something I can do comfortably. What they've also got here is like the blast effects that come with it, kind of like labeled there. All of the different weapon systems that kind of like you can add to it, and yeah, everything just kind of showing you all the different things. It's very nice, really nice layout, and I like this very much. Very cool. 34 inches, 86 centimeters. That is a long old boy, isn't it? And also down here we've got a few more logos. We've got the Dragonfly XH1 logo, we've got the Night Force logo, and we've got the Commandos Heroicos logo, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna need a bigger desk, Scott. Yes, and pass. I'm gonna need a bigger boat. Just got here in time, says Ed. Hello. I still have the Wrecking Effect cassettes. Do you, Jedi Ben? If we didn't have visuals, would be rude. Yes, indeed. What else are we saying? Have the right batteries for your toy is exciting, according to Kitty. Yes, it is, Scott. Yeah, Chris, when you end the stream, you need to go back and listen with just the audio. Do I? Anyway, cool. This is brilliant. Shall we continue getting into this gigantic box? I'm going to go, there's a little kind of like, the little side panels here have got little bits of tape on them, so I'm going to slice that nice and comfortably. Very careful not to make any cuts in the actual card, because this box is gorgeous. And I've still got my HISS tank as well. That HISS tank box is really nice. Okay, just going to flap these out. Now, we have a 3-tiered box system inside. Can you see that? There's 3 little kind of like little notches. You can see the different sizes. There's a little one on the bottom, which I think is the figures. You've got the mid-size one in the middle, and then you've got the larger one on the top. Although this is upside down, so actually, yeah, that's my fault, because we've been looking at this. Yeah, so that is actually upside down, as if the figures would be holding the weight of all of the stuff above it. So anyway, flipped it back round to Norma's side. And there's also a little Eagle Champion logo there as well. They really logoed this one out, didn't they? So we'll slide out, start with this top section. It looks like we're going to be going figures first. Is that cool with everyone? It's cool with me. I think everyone loves the figures. I love the figures. There's the Classified logo. I'm going to put this down for a second while we mess with the first level of things. So you can go there, Eagle Champion. That's there. You can still see it on screen. And let's get into the figures. So as we open this up, we have, oh, look at that. We have Wild Bill. These are kind of freaked out. These are great, actually, just looking at the figures through the boxes. Oh my God. Wild Bill. Let's do a little close-up. Slide you out, Mr. Bill. So we've got middle. There we go. We've got Wild Bill. The light really is bright on there, isn't it? Let's see if I can get a little bit closer for you guys. There we go. William, Wild Bill Hardy. And then we've got all of his gear that comes with. And the figure looks absolutely phenomenal. And there's his little XH1 Dragonfly logo on there. Very nice indeed. We've got the Dragonfly. I think this, when you put them on their side, they do kind of like have the art that all lines up. There's his actual artwork, figure artwork, and then on the back, even more artwork. There you go, lovely stuff. And then these boxes are gorgeous. I love the blue, 142, and all the colours and everything. Very nice indeed. Yeah, this one's a beaut. Yeehaw Champion, fantastic stuff. Right, that's Bill. we've also got down here Ripcord. So there's Ripcord. Let's get a bit closer. Nightforce Ripcord to be absolutely clear. Just trying to get the light to just catch him. There we go. There we go. All of his gear in there as well. He's a figure I've been really excited for and looking forward to. And he of course has his artwork on the bottom there, and of course on the back. And very nice. And of course he has that Dragonfly frieze over there too, which I'm going to line up over here. Then we have Jane Glenda Mulligan. This was one that caused all sorts of furore during the campaign. Of course, the Commandos Heroicos Argentinian figure originally that a lot of people didn't really understand or know, but was a repaint of Scarlet back in the day and has kind of continued that. But she comes with a lot of cool gear as well, including Flash's stuff. I wonder if Flash is going to happen soon. Like, I really think that kind of needs to happen at some point. Apologies for the light. It is one ring light above, and if I don't, you know, kind of like, there we go. Just have to kind of like find the angles sometimes. Anyway, nice. They will show her. Why is that upside down? Oh yeah, that's why, because I was holding it upside down. Duh. We've got her artwork on the back. That's pretty dope. That's pretty cool. Anyway, Glenda will be getting all these figures out, of course, and looking at them in proper detail. And of course, so it'll be a lot easier when we don't have the plastic kind of screen to kind of like mess with the lighting. But they're crazy legs, very nice indeed, and I love his artwork on the back as well. That's really cool. I think Oliver did all of these. We'll have to, like I said, we'll have to get him on and talk about that. At least talk about that frieze bit work he did of the dragonflies. Right, let's have a look at this all together and put this to the side now. Okay, so that's one box sorted down. And we'll put this away as well. Trying to be organised while I do this, so it's not too much of an absolute nightmare later. But there you go. So the boxes together create this kind of like frieze of the Dragonfly fleet flying across the sky. Again, sorry about the lighting on that one. But yeah, nice one. Right, let's go through these one by one, starting with Mr. Wild William Hardy. Are these actually? I don't think they are they? So this is my little technique for opening these. I put the blade in up against the back, and I just kind of like push it all the way to the edge so that the tabs don't get caught underneath the other side tabs. And it works every time, no problem. And you don't get that kind of like crease or fold in the middle here, which is nice. Okay, so sliding that one out. Okay, and we've got this lovely background of, again, it's that sky basically in the background, which is really nice, that kind of orange and yellow sky. And there's Wild Bill looking pretty cool. I know I'm miles away at the moment with this, but yeah, let's get him out of this packaging at least. Oh god, this figure looks phenomenal. Genuinely looks amazing. And then I take him out and this hair and hat stay behind. That is an interesting look, isn't it, for Mr. Wild Bill? There you go. That is an interesting vibe, Bill. But yeah, I don't know. You can probably get away with it. Pop his hair back on. That is a nice connection, and it's nice and on there and secure. Brilliant. Yeah, Wild Bill. I am going to just ever so gently turn the lights down. Maybe that helps. Helps a little bit. There he is. Anyway, let's just try and figure that out. There we go. There's Wild Bill. He's kind of floating away, doesn't he? Why do you keep floating away, Wild Bill? It's because I don't know where to hold you. He was bald in the Spy Troops era, Snodrich, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, someone else said that too. Parr said it as well. Yeah. Is Wild Bill always eating chips and salsa? Yes, I believe he is. I'm just giving him a little wiggle with his arms and knees and elbow joints and everything. I just want to make sure everything feels good, and it does. Man, the details in this figure are phenomenal. Like, it's so good. Like, the colors pop really nice. He's got that cool little tampo on the shoulder there, which is pretty decent as well. The little dragonfly on it, and then he's got the flag on that side as well. It's really nice. There's some lovely details, which unfortunately we're not going to pick up. Oh no, you can kind of see that. But some lovely details on the belt with the bull and everything. So cool. And yeah, this is a great figure. This is a really, really nice start to this. I'm well into this one. So yeah, Wild Bill, phenomenal. And of course it comes with extra hairpiece and hat as well. So you can take the hat with the hairpiece inside it off and just give him a hat, I guess. Maybe not. Maybe it is to go on this hair. That's weird. Is that what it's for? So the hat goes on with this hairpiece as well. So he's effectively got one that comes off and one that stays on the whole time. That's weird. But also options, I guess. And obviously you can take this hat off like so. And he just has his sexy haircut. So, you know, I get it. It's interesting. Oh, and I think the other thing is so he can, like, sort of hold the hat in a sense, isn't it? It's not necessarily for the purpose of going over the hair, but it can do. Which makes me think, why did they bother with the other version? Do you know what I mean? Like, if this does everything you need, like the hat and the hair separate together, then you don't technically need this at all, because you're going to have hair, you're going to have a hat with a hair, and you're going to have the hat to come off and hold. So that's weird, isn't it, when you think about it? So he can hold his hat, yeah, but he doesn't need this, does he? He doesn't need the hat with the hairpiece, because the hat goes over the hair comfortably. It's such an odd choice. And then maybe because it looks a bit wider, maybe they wanted it to look a little bit tighter, I don't know. But I don't know, that's kind of an interesting addition for me. He also comes with, because, like, effectively, yes, so he can hold his hat, I get that, but you don't need the other one then in that case, because the hat works with the hair. Do you get what I'm saying? Oh, the attached hair hat you will appreciate when you try to put him in Copter. Ah, okay, I see. Interesting. Okay, so now we have these cute little pistols. Pew pew with the again with that. Sorry, I can't. Just can't get the lighting right on this one, I'm afraid, guys. It'll be okay when you're, like, looking at the dragonfly down here, but in terms of looking at all the close-ups of these kind of things, it's not going to be too clear. Anyway, you've got the pistols. And you got the pistols there, and then you've got the little dagger. Get that out. Man, I hate plastic trays. And there's the dagger, little dagger, and then we've got the shades, which obviously he needs to be rocking at some point, doesn't he? So okay, let's try. Is it one of those things where the shades don't work super well with the hat and hair combination? Is that one of those things that's like, forget it, mate? Yeah, I see. So the shades don't really go on very comfortably, do they? That's something that they. Oh no, I don't know. That's worked. That's sort of worked. I realise I'm kind of going upside down a little bit because the view I'm looking at above is showing a reverse view, so it obviously makes sense when I'm holding him. It actually works. That works really well. So okay, nice. So although I will say, I definitely wish they could find a way to do shades better in terms of the the kind of, like, the way they latch on to the sides or the ears and stuff, because these don't really do a great job with that. I'm going to try it with the other hat piece. I will say that those kind of things are really nice and comfortable to use. It's the same. Both act exactly the same. These, I feel like they're just resting on there, though. Do you know what I mean? I feel like they're not. I don't think they're going to come off, but definitely feels like they are holding on within an inch of their life. But anyway, he looks phenomenal. I'm going to leave the hat with the hairpiece molded on for now. Let's put all of his bits away. So he's got his little dagger which goes in there like so. His pistols can go in here, and I know a lot of people have talked about, you know, how they should be the other way around, but I think you can just swing the belt round, which I'm not. Well, I'm going to do it now just so that you guys feel a little bit more, you know, feel a bit more kind of like comfortable with the way that the pistols kind of rock and roll there. So they do stick in they are in the right way now, and like I said, you can just spin the old belt round if you want to. I'm just going to spin it back for no real reason other than probably I just want. There we go. That's fine with me. He looks amazing. This figure is phenomenal. Great start to this unboxing, and I am very, very. There's like I said, it's really just shades I have an issue with, and they're staying on really fine. They're like great. So yeah, liking this one. Great start with Wild Bill. I do have a hat and hair piece I'm not going to need for a while, though. I think I'm cool with him permanently with his hat on, because the son's always got his hat on. Hip 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 hooray! So he might as well have it on. Not rock and roll, country and western. Thank you, Scott. I did say rock and roll, but I was just, you know, it was like as a slang term, not as a character reference. So I'm going to pop that back, and we have one dealt with. This shouldn't be too long, an unboxing video, should it? Nothing to snip. There's no tape, which is nice. But I'm going to do that little technique where I just push the blade, the back of the blade, actually, not the front of the blade, push that tab all the way to the back so it pops out nice and comfortably and doesn't leave a horrible fold. Again, clean. Let's slide this out. This is a ripcord. Oh, there's a lot of cool stuff with ripcord. My goodness. Look at all the cool stuff. Shout out to Dave Tree, Fordingbridge, and all the cool stuff. I'm going to just go a little bit closer. But there you go. Look at that loadout. Absolutely stacked. You've got loads of stuff. Someone's got their Robo-Skull already. Chris, I feel like you're a HasLab behind. I opened up my first Robo-Skull last night. It was a similar experience opening up this beast. How dare you? I don't have mine yet, but I'm very excited for it to appear. Pop through these bits and bobs now. We've got the incredible helmet with that massive visor. Excuse me, and that little kind of like, is that a little camera, a little infrared sort of camera on there as well, which is pretty neat. I'll do a bit of close up in a second. Doesn't seem much point doing it at the moment because it doesn't actually look, can't really see much when I get close up. Anyway, okay, well there you go. You got goggles, got the blue goggles, the bloggles. You've got the helmet with the visor, which is pretty dope. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You've got the backpack. Look at that beauty with straps. Finally, absolutely strapping, and of course that little waist piece. Around the waist as well, that little belt piece, and of course I think this should unpop here. Yeah, there's like a little boop. That was a nice noise. And then you've got the interior with the 2 points here for the parachute, which doesn't happen to come with it, and that pops in. This is going to be nice though, because I'm going to be able to put some stuff in it maybe that, well, actually it's probably going to be able to hold all the gear. That's the hilarious thing about this. You've got this character who finally comes with a backpack that can store things in it. And it comes with neither a parachute nor items he can't already carry on his person, so that's funny. Just gonna give I don't go nuts with the joints straight away. I just give them a little gentle kind of maneuverage, and if there's resistance, then I hold fire until I get a hairdryer on it in the future. But yeah, this is, I'll get that out of the screen at least. But this is a great figure. The sculpt detail on this one is beautiful. Great. The head sculpt's really nice, actually. Again, you can't really see the head sculpt because the lighting is so ridiculous. Maybe if I can get real close, there we go. The head sculpt's really nice on this one, and the kind of like sculpt detail on the body is just constantly cool. There's so much going on this one. It's just awesome. So big fan of Ripcord straight out of the box again. 2 for 2 in my opinion. going on at the moment. I'm just going to bust the rest of his little weapons out. Got a little pistol. Got his little kind of Nerf blaster, which I'll show you there. That one. It's that one in it that I can't seem to get on the screen. That one. And then we have the black and green. Is that, yeah, with a removable. That's cool. So we've got the rifle with removable silencer, suppressor, whatever you want to call it. But that's a really cool one. We've seen this before though, it's nothing new, is it? And then also this little sort of sub machine gun, which is pretty neat as well. There we go. That's pretty cool as well, actually. I'm liking that. And again, that's got a removable mag. In fact, this one does as well, doesn't it? I just forgot to do that. This also has a removable mag. Bloop. Bloop. Lovely stuff. Right. That is ripcord. Let's get him geared up. This is a really cool one for me. Like, I don't know, it just looks phenomenal. Oh, there was a noise there. Oh, he's got a ratcheted. Have I not known that that's a thing with these figures that have got that? I don't think I've ever ratcheted that. Has that? Also, that's pretty cool. But these little like tab in the back of the belt inside. The one was sticking out a second ago. One of these little bits of web gear was sticking out, and I just popped it back in the back, and it tabs in, which is pretty neat. That's cool. Again, like lots of gear on this one, so lots to kind of mess and play with. Pistol goes in there. This kind of gas or like respirator or oxygen mask plugs into his little pouch down here, or it should do. I'm trying to gauge the direction of this shape that it's giving me, but it's not the cleanest. It's not the cleanest of shapes, unfortunately. I wonder if I might have to mess with that to get it to fit. Oh, no, it's gone in there. That's cool. So that is plugged into that little side pouch right there. And now I'm going to pop the old helmet on just to see how that fits. Now the helmet's a little squidgy, so it's got a little bit of give to it. And there he is with the helmet on, like so. There he is with the helmet on. The respirator, kind of oxygen mask, is kind of like hanging a little bit random at the moment because I haven't plugged it into the bottom of the helmet. But again, little tabs at the bottom, they click in nice. That is a nice feeling. That proper popped in there. The only thing I haven't done is put the goggles on first, which I probably should have done. But I don't know, I quite like that look with the visor and the eyes showing through. There he is. Looks amazing, doesn't he? Oh, what a freaking figure this is. Now, with the backpack, there's a little tab on the... Oh, yeah, that's right. So there's a little tab on the belt. Boop, that opens up and that spread the kind of straps out, which is pretty cool. So put one arm in. And this might be a little bit finicky with all the other gear on. I probably should put the backpack on first. But, you know, you live and you learn. Let's do that reverse arms technique that I used to do back in the day for putting these kind of things on action figures that never seemed to work anyway, no matter what I did. There we go. Right. Yeah, so that is a little bit of a finicky kind of like process, but which you'd expect, really. Like, I mean, he's got straps all over him in this fig. I mean, this is so cool, though. The backpack, I'm just going to line up with these kind of other secondary straps. And yeah, the little tab actually very comfortably tabs in there. I thought I was going to have a bit of an issue with that, but he's in there already. It's popped in, on, and got the gear and everything. He's got the backpack on. He's ready. This is freaking... This figure's gorgeous. Like, absolutely stunning. This is a solid figure, guys. I'm going to put his I should probably put his goggles on and just see what they look like. So you have to kind of tab the mask off, don't you, in order to kind of like take that off. But that's cool. It can kind of half stay on one side. So I guess the goggles can go on first, right? And then the helmet over the top. Is that what people have been doing? Or have I got that? No, that must be the case because there's no way these goggles would fit over the helmet. Let's line that up nicely. There we go. Wow. Yeah, that's going to give a nice pop of colour when you put the helmet on. But you've got to make sure that goes around the goggles and doesn't drag them down a little bit like it's kind of doing on that side. Can't seem to get underneath. There we go. Are we in? I think we're in. There we go. So he's going to have the visor come up and then he's going to have goggles on show, which is pretty neat. And then I'm just going to tab his oxygen mask in, which I think is a little bit hard. No, that's cool. That's done. All right. So I've messed around with that enough so that when I do that, his googles pop out as well. That is so good. Isn't this? Oh my goodness! This ripcord is. This could be my favorite figure right now. This could be my favorite figure of the entire line. I know I've got the Halo jumper and what have you, but like the deco on this, the fact that it's ripcord, it's a Night Force figure. I love sub teams for some reason. I always have done. He's got his rifle. He's ready. He's raring to go. Obviously, the other one you can kind of like do this with. You can hold both, but at the same time, you know, this is not a practical way of like carrying your weapons, is it? One rifle in each hand. But anyway, ripcord for me is an absolute win. Oh, absolutely beautiful. What an amazing figure. Just absolutely nailed it with ripcord. And I haven't shown that yet, but you've got the Night Force Regiment patch on there. And on the other side, you've got the Night Force logo as well, which is pretty cool. Again, you can't see it clearly on this, unfortunately, but there you go. Oh, okay, so ripcord is now a new favourite. And my goodness, 2 for 2. This Dragonfly unboxing is going very well indeed so far. Right, so that's 2 down. Let's get into Glenda. I have been excited for Glenda actually since she was revealed. I know there was an interesting reaction from the fandom regarding her. But I think they were spot on in including her in this HasLab campaign. Again, no fold, lovely stuff. So yeah, I think this was a proper good shout. And the fact that we're getting, you know, an homage from Commandos Heroicos is just so awesome. You know, we've had, what have we had so far in the line? We've had European exclusive with Tiger Force Outback. We've had I'm trying to think of other stuff we've had in the Classified series in terms of like homage like that. But Glenda is a real clear homage for the South American collectors, and she looks great already. I'm gonna bust her out. Okay, so yeah, this one's awesome. This, yeah, beautiful. There was a lot of talk about her face, head sculpt, what have you. She's absolutely stunning. This is a great figure. Like, I have no issues with that head sculpt. That is brilliant, that head sculpt. You can't even see it because it's just blown out in terms of lighting. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. It's a really, really good head sculpt. I like it a lot. She comes with multiple different hair pieces, so you can take these head pieces off quite easily, but not to the point where they're falling off, you know, easily. Pop this one on. This looks like, is this like the Zorana hair? Zorana! It feels like it because of the sideburns like to kind of like fold in around the, like behind, before they get over the head. Oh, that's nice as well. That's a really nice hair piece that you can't see because of the lighting. There we go. That's a really nice hair piece as well, like that. Whoa, let's go off the screen. Yeah, really cool. Loving that one as well. I don't know which one I prefer actually out of those two. I quite like this one with that little bit more length in the back, kind of the more mullet style. I'm down for that. This secondary is really cool as well with the kind of neck piece you know, the kind of web gear and everything around her is really, really awesome. And we do get another one of those in here too. We get this one as well. This is kind of one that other characters can utilize when being hauled up on the Dragonfly, which is neat. We also have not just those two hair pieces for her, but we also have this hair piece, which has the famous Glenda head mic situation. There we go. Let's get that. Oh, that's really cool. Actually, I think that's my favorite look now. Is it just every time I put something new on, that's the new favorite look? But that really does look cool. I like that a lot. That's neat. So we've got those three. We also have, and we have a helmet as well for Glenda, kind of like a pilot helmet because she's a pilot. Oh, and it's got Commandos Heroicos on it as well. That's a nice touch. I think we knew that, but that's really fun that it's written on there. And then yeah, it's just the blue, white, and then the black visor, which is neat, and the little microphone. Now this goes on, I guess, with one of the hair pieces. I'm going to try it with the first hair piece, just to see if that is the case. And maybe not. Maybe it has to go on Sans hair piece. What? Oh no, it should. No, actually, just putting it on, it felt a little like loose. What do you guys? Have you guys had issues with that? I'm definitely going to have her with the headgear on. I think I love that look. Oh, that's pretty cool as well, though. The pilot helmet's really neat. Oh, so good. So good. Man, these figures are so good. We've got, now this I very rarely utilize very often, but we've got a couple of fists here as like little extra spare hands, but I'm probably never going to use those in all honesty. I like to have, my default usually is the C grips, unless there's something fancy happening like in Rock and Roll's case or Cobra Commander, what have you. Anyway, a pistol's going in there. She comes with that pistol, by the way. There you go. That's going in there. She also comes with Flash's laser rifle and backpack, which is pretty neat. Now, I think it's one of those things where everyone was like, "Oh yeah, Flash's backpack," sort of thing, and it just kind of screams, "Oh yeah, we're probably going to get Flash." I haven't heard anything about that yet, I don't think. But either way, it's almost certain, isn't it, that we're going to get a Flash figure. And this is cool. We've got the backpack, we've got the laser rifle, and we've got the little kind of like hose that connects the two. So there she is. The hose isn't like massively long, so I'm going to have to figure out like how that's going to work going forward, but looks pretty cool. She looks great actually with the laser rifle. Oh no, she can't. Yeah, she can. It's pretty. I don't know. Feels like it's getting overstretched here at this connection point. But that's really dope. I wonder if I was thinking, does the rifle like attach anywhere? But I don't think it does. That would have been a nice touch, wouldn't it? Just kind of attaching the rifle to, or the laser rifle to the backpack. Would have been a cool touch. I don't know why they don't do things like, I mean, they do constantly have weapons that attach to backpacks, but in like the most random way. And then when it comes to one that you think they could get away with by having it like connect with like a little port or something that could be hidden away as like a detail, they don't do it. It's odd sometimes, the decisions that are made like that you do wonder, like, how did that go the way it did? Now, I have found a sort of way that you can kind of like, hold it on the back of the backpack like so. It's not, it's not the best looking way of doing it, but it's going to hold it there, I think. Oh, it was, and then it moved. Either way, it's really awesome, and she's got a laser rifle. She's going to be holding it anyway, let's face it. And let's put it in her other hand to make more sense with the length of that hose. Yeah, I had it in her left hand, so that's probably why it wasn't working very smoothly. There you go. That makes sense now. Anyway, she looks great. And I don't know what there's too many options with Glenda. There's too many options. She looks good in all of those different versions, but something is going to have to be sacrificed, or like multiple things are going to have to be sacrificed. But I really do like the hair with the headpiece, because it doesn't. The helmet is cool, but it's sort of, oh, and now the hair is forever locked in there. How am I getting that hair piece out? Oh, easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought that was lost forever. So yeah, look, what I was getting at was with Glenda as a character, I like the thought of her being, so you being able to see her face fully, you know, like so. So I think this is going to be my default look for Glenda. I think she looks great with the laser rifle, but then also the head set and hairpiece underneath. That's my favorite. That's my favorite look. And then this, obviously, this is going to stay out for the Dragonfly. But then obviously the helmet. Maybe she can hold the helmet as a. Yeah, I think that's probably what's going to happen here. She can hold her helmet with Commandos Heroicos written on it, showing at the front. There you go. Perfect. And that way, the only thing that's really sacrificed or put back are the fists and the two hair pieces. As cool as they are, I'm just never going to get there, am I? I'm never going to be in a position where she's not all action Glenda. Although I should probably keep one of the hair pieces out and stick it in the helmet, Kitty said, so that I always have that for yeah, for like when I want to put the helmet on her, because there'll be times when she wants to go in the Dragonfly, definitely. Now, because at the moment I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Wild Bill and Airborne in the Dragonfly, and everyone else is going to be on like the airfield sort of thing, getting ready, prepped. Let's go now for David Crazy Legs Thomas. She's a pilot, Chris. I know she's a pilot, RKW. But like I said, I've got too many other options that I want to roll with for the Dragonfly. Okay, so let's just get a little. Now, this is another absolute banger, straight from the off. We've got the little red cap in there as well. The little, I forget what Darren called it now. The backpack is cute, even though it should probably be a parachute pack, shouldn't it? Could they have not just gotten away with doing another backpack like Ripcord's, but in red and black? That probably would have made sense, wouldn't it? I'll show you all these things once I've got them out. He's got two sets of goggles. Obviously, he's got the dusty thing going on here. You've got the big set and the small set. So with the green little kind of lenses, but you've got big and small. Big goes over the helmet, and small just goes over the head. Pretty straightforward stuff. We've got the dagger, another little dagger. They all have little daggers, which is pretty cool. Show you the backpack now. I think it's that way up, yep. With the little red straps on it, which is quite interesting. And it's like a bit form-fitting kind of style. Kind of reminds me of Flint's backpack back in the day, which was kind of like weirdly molded and a bit irregular shape-wise and stuff. Done those. We've got a very cool like submachine gun, which I think is pretty rad actually. I don't think I've seen this yet. We may have obviously had it in the line, but I don't think I've seen this as yet. So if you can let me know who actually had this before, if anyone has, that's really nice. I like that one. We've got the green helmet with chin strap. No like extra little tabs or anything to come off this one to kind of get it on. It just slots on there. Like I said, we've got the red and black cap. There you go, the little kind of black, kind of like little design on the side. And of course we've got the pistol, which I can't remember if I showed you or not. I don't think I have. There you go, there's the pistol anyway. Right, and of course, Crazy Biscuits. Let's get Crazy Biscuits out. It's a new gun, is it? Oh, cool, there's a folding stock. I didn't even know. Didn't even notice. So here's the gun. That folds over. Oh my goodness, that's rad. That's rad. It's really solid as well. Like we've had issues, and and the magazine comes out, of course it does. But like we've had in the past elements that fold and change and what have you. And I tell you what, I saw a few people kind of complaining about the figures coming out of the box. I genuinely don't have any issues with them at all. Like, as in terms of like, you know, structural issues or breakages or what have you. These, I mean, they've been great so far. Just like any other figure that I've ever taken out of the classified packaging. Like, you know, obviously I know a lot of people don't always get as lucky, but man, these are great. These are phenomenal. I'm going to pop the old backpack on there through 2 secondaries. He's got like I haven't really showed you Crazy Legs yet, have I? He's got like this overall kind of like cross strap secondary, and then underneath that, this green and red secondary. He's got the kind of loops around the legs as well that go all the way around, just like the original. And yeah, looking very cool. The textures on this guy are great. He's got that really nice texture going on all over. It's a beautiful head sculpt as well. Another cracking head sculpt. These look so much better than any of the like the renders, pictures, stuff they've, you know, the things they've already done. These look great. So I'm going to put, what am I going to do here? How does this work? The helmet, I'll see what how the helmet fits first on him before I attempt to maybe put any goggles underneath. Yeah, it's pretty solid, it's pretty secure on his head, the helmet. So I don't know if the goggles will fit underneath very, very comfortably. Might do. You guys might have found that too. Oh, the pistol's brand new as well. That's neat. Oh god, yeah, it is, isn't it? I haven't really. Yeah, you're right. I've not seen that before. It's very realistic. I don't know what type of pistol it is, but it's very cool. Yeah, some new, really good new stuff in this. I really like it. Okay, so let's get him with his new rifle, which I really like. I'm gonna fold that stock in as well because it's a pretty neat little feature. And then of course I'm gonna flex these goggles over his helmet. Now I'm guessing they're just ones that sit over the helmet. Is that right? I don't like stretching goggles because I always feel like they're going to snap. That hasn't happened, thankfully, but you know, especially back when the Viper, that Cobra, well, was it Cobra? Whatever the first Viper was, I remember that having so many like people going, "Oh, be careful! Got to heat them up first before you put them on." That's a nice look, though. I like that. So there he is with his goggles on his helmet, all of his gear on. Looking absolutely freaking awesome. Love it very much. And now, obviously, you can probably guess the deco similarities between these two was a little bit of an issue at first, and I was hoping that they might do something about that. By the time they got to Crazy Legs, I was hoping they'd do some sort of like, I don't know, very dark brown. But looking at it now, as I say that, it is dark brown. There's me talking it up. And then I go, oh, actually, when you look at it, yeah, the padding is a very, very dark brown. Now, they could have obviously gone a little bit lighter with that to really differentiate it from the black. And I think that would have been totally fine because obviously we've got this deco with Ripcord. Do we need it with Crazy Legs? But I think they look really cool together. There's elements of red on Crazy Legs that you don't have on Ripcord, which I think is a good thing. Keeping Ripcord black and green and just black and green, making Crazy Legs have some of that red on him. You've got red on you, then, you know, breaks it a little bit from being the same as the other one. But anyway, I put big goggles on hat. Oh, nice one, Chris. Well, this is working for me. The goggles on the actual over the top of the helmet. So if anyone hasn't done that yet, you can do it, and it looks pretty rad. It kind of makes the helmet look like the helmet can look a little bit goofy without the goggles. But no, this is really cool. These are great figures. My goodness, what an amazing start. The hat is cool, but I'm probably not going to use it. So what I'll do is I'll probably have that like on the airfield. So I'll leave that out for now. Don't need these goggles, these mini goggles. So I'm going to do. Oh, I do need the knife put in somewhere there, don't I? Where's? Oh, there it is. I nearly forgot. His knife's got to go in his chest little sheath there, which is pretty cool. That's another nice little feature. Yeah, this Crazy Legs is amazing, and he's got his little knife there in on his chest now, which is pretty cool. Awesome. Right, figures done. Goggles. I'm actually going to put you in the back of Ripcord's parachute backpack because, in fact, I'm going to put Crazy Legs' hat there as well for now, because he's going to, if he can't carry his own gear, he can carry someone else's. Lovely stuff. So Ripcord is just going to carry Crazy Legs' stuff with him because he's a good friend. He's a good friend. Well, we're about an hour in. And we've only just done 4 figures. Amazing. Well, I'll leave those not like that. I'll put them in order so you can see the freeze in the corner over there. Freeze in the corner. Right, so that's going to go there. These guys are going to just hang out here for a little while. And I'm going to get into the next box, 360. But it means I've got to get up and move over here. Right, so the next box down, box number 2, is this one. Yeehaw Champion G.I. Joe. So let's see what we got going on in here. Oh, this is the stand, isn't it? Okay. Hey, you've got weasels on your face. Yes, I do, Elaine. His knife has to go in his chest, you psych. I know, Scott. I'm terrible, aren't I? So okay, here we go. We've got the kind of base of the stand, I believe, which I'll just take out of the pastiche here, and it's got that sort of like angle on it as well. Very nice indeed. That's going to go there for now. Tucked back in there. We've also got like, oh, what looks to be propeller segments in this little bag here. I don't know how any of this gets put together. I should have watched the video beforehand. I should have watched their video beforehand, but I have seen their unboxing video, but as in Hasbro's. But they come out nice and easy at least. But I should have watched it fresh, so I knew where everything went. So we've got, like I said, we've got kind of like a propeller segment here, which is pretty interesting. And I'll put that there. And we've got these little segments here, which I don't know what they are for yet, but it looks like missile kind of like ports and posts. So probably something for the weapons in that one. And I'm sure you're all telling me. Rotor and missile struts. Thank you. It's pretty intuitive. Thank you, Prophet. I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it will be. Now we've also got, oh yeah, of course, we've got the little kind of little mini wings with the lights on them, the green and the red lights. That's nice. Cool. I don't need to, I mean, do you want to see a close up of the rivets on that? Check out the rivets on that. So that's there. We've got chips and salsa in the corner here. Or maybe not chips and salsa, just missile. Just missiles. Just missiles. In their little containing kind of like racks. Missile racks can go over there for now. And we've also got the other stand part, the clear part of the stand, the bit that looks all fancy and cool, that locks into the base. It's covered in like plastic cover for protection. Packed really well. I've got to give them that. And there we have that. I'm not going to breathe on it, but yeah, I'm going to put that over here for now so that it doesn't get damaged. It probably still will. Right, so that is everything I think in here. Maybe there's some other stuff. No, that's everything in here. So nothing else in box number 2, unless you're all going, wait, what about, maybe, I'm assuming the tampos and everything are in, what do you call it? Or in the other box. I'm going to lock this in place here, this stand. So very simply, 3 little kind of like sections, little snap sections, and 3 little holes, as you can see in there, and then it just goes on like so. I guess you just have to give it a little push to lock it into place, and it goes in ever so nicely and just tabs in. And yeah, that seems Oh yeah, you've got to kind of see them come through the other side, it looks like. 2 of them have, 1 of them has not. Let's give it a little bit more. Oh yeah, we're in. Okay, so that stand is now locked in. Bosh. We have stand. That can go there for now. Got these missile racks, they can go there. These bits can go. In fact, I'll put all of that over there. I don't want to push it off the side. In fact, I don't want to push it off the edge. So the figures will be okay, but I don't want to push any of the other parts off the edge. Right, finally, and the bit that you've all probably been waiting for, is the actual Dragonfly itself. Here we go. The final countdown. Dragonfly XH1. I'm trying to do this in an hour and a half, shall I? Okay, yeah, now we've got the stickers and the bits and bobs. Excuse me. So we have instruction manual and like tampos and stickers and stuff. We've got a whole absolute load of good stuff here. We've got our actual blades, rotor blades. They're pretty cool actually. Look at those with the little white stripes on them. Nice. One of them. There's 2 of them, and there's the second one. Boop. Lovely stuff. And put that back in there. We have the tail fins, or like I guess they are little tail fin type fangs. They might just stick on the side, but they probably on the tail somewhere. And there, those are. Boop. Boop, boop. Little red details in the back there as well, with the logos on. Can go there. Okay, what else have we got in this? We've got more missiles. So we've got the big old tosses. These are the chunky ones, aren't they? These are the ones that you're going to want to display with the blast effects. Just like tearing off the back of them. Look at them beauts. Big old hosses. Pew pew. Okay, so they're going to go there. And we've also got the chin gun. Oh, it's got an interesting little deco on there, a little warm, like, yeah, like the metal's kind of getting a little bit hot there on the old end, on the tip, Kitty said. And there's the rest of it, just to kind of give you an idea. That's really cool. That's a nice little touch, that, on there. I like that. What else have we got going on? Blast effects. Wow. These are the chunkiest blast effects I've ever seen. Have we had bigger blast effects than these in toy world? In the toy world, not just G.I. Joe. Obviously, this is the biggest blast effect in G.I. Joe, but this seems massive to me. Have we had bigger than this? Have Transformers had a big blast effect as this? Is huge. It's massive, gnarly. It's like a massive twiglet. They're wrapped like cigars, they are. The white missiles are the AIM-92 Sidewinders. They're legendary. Thank you, Bad Wolf Media. Air to air. Blades would have been another good pack-in for the Dragonfly. Yes, Ed, actually. Blades would have been a great pack-in. Patreon party after. Yes, Jeremy. There is going to be a Patreon episode later. I'm pulling a double duty. Not a Joe Blake. Sorry, this is taking ages to unravel. I want to get it all out because I want to have it all to show and all that jazz. Okay, cool. And that is, this looks like something I could eat. This looks like some sort of like food on a stick. Right. And then we have these. Now we're looking at those like little multi-missile launcher type things. Wicked. Just a pile of stuff over the side. It's quite funny. And then more blast effects. We have. I'm just going to take these out, show you in the plastic on, and then get on with it. Yeah, more Cheetos. We've got some Cheetos for you guys if you want to eat them. Flaming hot Cheetos coming your way. Right, that is that section. Let's take that off. and put it there for now. I also do need to get this out, really, don't I? Let's have a look at what we've got here. We've got legal gumph parts. We've got how to put together your dragonfly, which I will need because I am absolutely ridiculous when it comes to this stuff. That's another massive legal thing that I don't really care for. I mean, I probably would if like it became necessary, but not right now. Not during the fun times. That's for the sad after times, isn't it? When something's wrong with it. Now the the sticker sheets are really cool. So we've got chips and salsa on this one. We've also got country western Sundance butch, like it. We've got little dinosaur. No, not a dinosaur. It's a snake wrapped around a horseshoe, which is interesting. We've got lots of different cards, aces, eights, XH, ace and joker, eight. It's interesting, fun. Yeehaw, and Yeehaw champion G.I. Joe, and of course the teeth and eyes. Nice. We also have, oh my god, there's loads. Look at the back, shiny and chrome that is. They're all like that, they are. Nice. We have this set, which features zombie kind of elements, so you can make a zombie dragonfly, which is, it's a choice. I won't be going that direction, but for those that are, have fun. And then we also have these two, which is awesome. And obviously that zombie wild bill on there is quite fun. The dragonfly one, which is probably the one I'm going to be going with. Excuse me. And then yeah, the other little DF1 stickers down here, and more little zombie guys at the top there. We've got like a zombie dragonfly and a zombie wild bill, and then a zombie riding a and then a zombie wild bill riding a dragonfly riding a missile. Amazing. And then we have the beauty that is the dragonfly. Oh, look at that. Here we go. We've got a little section here with the winch system. A little kind of like winch system there, which is really cool. I guess, yeah, that kind of ratchets on the side, which is nice. We've got a ammo feed, little kind of curly ammo feed. And we've got more little kind of those little yellow tail fin type things as well. Bright yellow tail fins. There's actually just a pile of bits here. We have the bum, the dragonfly's arse, if you will. Sort that out. That's also, man, they've packed this really well. Like, these have been very beautifully packed. So there is the dragonfly tail. Very, very cool indeed. And you can go here. I ran out of space like 3 boxes ago. And then the dragonfly itself, or the main body of the dragonfly. Oh, I've waited so long to have this in hand, and I am not disappointed. They've even put like a little kind of section in there, which they did talk about on the first unboxing, to just kind of make sure that the skids were nice and secure, nothing warped. Oh, I've got to take these plastic bits off. So most of this episode has just been me removing plastic, hasn't it? Like, most of it's been that, or just fumbling around with the lighter. Anyway, let's get all that off, yeah? Lovely stuff. And I'm just going to... Right, this is going to have to go on my lap while I put all of this stuff back in here. And this is awkward. But it's what we have to do, isn't it? That can go back on top there. Alright. I don't need the stickers for now. We're not applying stickers today, but I do need the instructions. So this is going to be tucked away and put to the side while we deal with this beautiful dragonfly. Oh my goodness me. There are so many boxes. I'm just surrounded by... I don't know how I'm getting out. I'm just going to live in these boxes for forevermore. This thing is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, this is going to be so cool. Right, so I'm going to read the instructions, even though I think the obvious one is just plopping the old tail on. Right, I've done the stand. I did that first. I don't have a. Do I have a screwdriver? Why didn't I get a screwdriver? Oh, silly me. Anyway, let's rinse through this first before I have to worry about getting a screwdriver. Yep, that just locks in nicely. The tail locks in nicely to the body. Yep, on there, nice. So that part's done. Then all of the other little fins can go on there. Put these little yellow ones on first, I guess. So we have the little yellow ones going in here, I believe. Is that correct? Someone will tell me in the thing, I'll go, no, it doesn't go on there. That's not where it goes. I know I've got to take that thing off the skids as well, but I'll, in time, in good time. Right, now we have these segments. So I am guessing it is that way up on that side. So is it black on up on this side? Is it like that? I think it is, because I think it's how it's supposed to go. There we go. And get that one as well. And then this one on this side. They go on really nicely. Everything kind of slots in very comfortably, he says. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Just kind of like takes it off you, basically. I'll put it in. Let's get the old propeller segment in there too. Again, yep, just pops in there. Nice. Man, this is next level. Genuinely, this is so good. I guess it doesn't matter how these go in either. Is it like that? I'm not going to push it in yet. That looks about right, doesn't it? I think. Just looking at the schematic here, that looks about right. Be careful with your canopy side doors. I will 100%. I'm just going to go for it. There we go. Oh, look at that. Look at this thing. I mean, I can't even get the whole thing in shot. It's so friggin' massive. But it is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this thing, man. Oh, right, continuing. I've got other things to put on here. Oh, yeah, more tail fin type stuff. So let's look at the fins I have to deal with here. It's just these two fins, I believe. I almost grabbed the plastic corner pieces that protect the... I can't spin it because it's going to... Well, I can, actually, I think. I'm just got to make sure it doesn't hit my lighting. Okay. That's so cool. I have to do it there, though, because if I do it any closer, it's going to, like, hit my lighting rig. Amazing stuff. This thing is gorgeous, by the way. Now, these are the same. These are exactly the same, so I'm going to not worry about which one goes in where. But we have one that goes in here, like that, and we have another one that goes in there, like that. Okay, this again is, I can't tell you how cool this is. I mean, you know, because you all have one, but this is, I mean, I'm just going to show you the back end there, Kitty said. This, I've lost, I don't have any space to operate in, unfortunately, so I can't show much other than just putting it together. What else are we throwing on here? Now, what am I doing in terms of weapons loadout? Can just everything go on here? I think it can, can't it, more or less? You don't have to choose to some degree, right? Front gun needs to go on though, doesn't it? Or wherever this gun goes. Where does this gun go? I thought it was the chin gun, but there's already a chin gun there. So what's this gun? This is just for lols, basically. Just go on one of the sides. Interesting. Yeah, actually, come to think of it, it's obviously way too big to be a chin gun. But even so. Okay, I need to... Oh, missile. Those little missile pegs go on the ends, don't they now? Cool. The gun has to go on the left wing. Thank you, Bad. I'm just looking at the instructions here, so I was going to go with that direction anyway. I just need to know which way this goes in. Ah, so that would be... I'd have to go like that. I'll just drop that on the floor. It's annoying when the instructions aren't like, it's not exact same as what you're looking at on here. So I want to put that in there, but that's got the, yes, it's got to be on the other side, hasn't it? So that has to be like, is that like that on that side, and this one like this on this side? Problem is they're both going in the wrong direction in that case, aren't they? I guess because they're the same. Yeah, I'm having trouble with working that part out. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll come back to that in a second. Let's connect these little bits up. The pegs are different sizes, Chris. They can only go on one way. Yeah, I know that. But, like, in terms of which direct... Like, is it like the long bit at the front? Or is it the long bit at the back? Or is it, like, literally how they're... Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, they can only go on one way because of the shape of the peg itself. Got ya. Thank you. That helps a lot, in actual fact. There we go. My thought was, does the long bit at the front or the back? Well, clearly it's at the back now. It's made for idiots. And yet, here I am being an idiot and not doing it right. So ammo little thing goes in there. That pops in there, and then that loads into the side of the gun there, sort of. And then that tabs in under there somewhere. Is it close? Yeah, is it the real close one, or is it the furthest away one? There's two. Oh no, it's just that one. It's the only one under there we're talking about. It is made for idiots, this, and I'm still struggling. Okay, so we've got the gun on that side with the, so careful, with the ammo clip kind of like, you know, loaded in as well. Man, this thing is amazing. This thing is gorgeous. I think once I've got it all done and locked and put together, I'm just going to go, this is fun, and then we'll call it a day. But it's just been so awesome messing around with this and having you guys with me to mess about with it. Short to front, long to back, yeah. The long bit goes in whichever way end you fancy. I will not be using lube on this Lone Dragon. Let's see. Where does the winch go? That goes in the other... Okay, so it goes on the other wing, and it goes which way round? Which way round does it go? Yeah, this is one of those ones where it's like, again, there's only one way it can go in. Cool. Winch is on there too now. So I can't really show you, but maybe if I upside down it. So we've got winch on one side, and we've got a weapon, you know, big gun on the other. Lovely stuff. Okay, now, this is where it gets interesting. Does it? These go on, of course, the underside. But so this is the choice, isn't it? This is where we can either have the missile racks, these bad boys, or these bad. I think I'm going to go with these for now. I'll go with these for now. And I could always mess around with it and put different things on when I feel like it some other time. Is it silver at the front, empty at the back? Slots under, far outside wing. Yes, you're right. I'm there at the moment. I'm just looking for which way round these go. And is it another thing where they can only go in one way? Looks like it. So I'll just pop them in. Okay, well, we've got those missile, those like, look, oh man, this thing is amazing. I can't get enough of it. I'll get in the cockpit in a second, don't you worry. There's a little bit of sticker on there as well, kind of keeping me out at the moment. I just want to put all these things on first. And then we have these stonking great missiles, which, yeah, oh, that's fun. So the only, the switch out you can have is basically these bad boys for the other missiles, which is fine. Like I'm probably going to go with those like multi-launcher things first, and then go from there. But the missiles do look cool. And I probably will like mess around with that and put different things on here, there, and everywhere. But look at this thing. This is absolutely glorious. I'm so happy this exists. Oh my God, I'm happy this exists. Right, now the careful cockpit part. I'm also not taking that piece off the skids just yet. I'll do that off camera, probably, most likely. But I'm just going to take that bit of sticker off. And you go there for now. There's another one on the other side, I believe. They really thought of a lot of everything when it comes to the careful packaging of this. And I, couldn't be happier, honestly. It's absolutely phenomenal. Wish the wings were just a tad bigger and all the attachments fit, says Profit924. Interesting, yeah. Silver's front, thank you guys. Yeah, got that. I left the winch off for missiles, says RKW. Yeah, it's all kind of like what you prefer, isn't it? Lightfoot says, I feel slightly hypocritical watching a video of someone assembling their toys while mine still sits in the box after all the times I tell my daughter to do the opposite. Amazing. Oh, I also wanted to try one of these, before I go in the cockpit, I want to try one of these bad boys out and see how well it kind of like holds. So, yeah, that's pretty fun. Oh, that is a lot of fun. That is too much fun right there, that blast effect. Look at that! That is absolutely superb. I thought it was going to be like really heavy, but all the parts are really lightweight, and that's what I'm really happy about. Like these missiles, you'd think they were really heavy, but this is like air, as light as. And this blast effect weighs nothing, so I'm kind of glad that they're not too offensive, like in take. And I love that feeling. It really snaps on the missiles on the side, but they come off nice and easy as well. So it's very satisfying. This thing is amazing. I didn't even look at all the other little features and little things. We've got the little opening on the side there, little kind of tab that comes open there, and you can see the gubbins for the machine gun, which is really cool. That's amazing. Then there's an engine tab here, which you unclip from the bottom. It seems to not go up very high, but maybe doesn't. Oh yeah, okay. Just have to be very careful with that when you open it. But there's a little engine tab that comes up, and you can see inside. That's neat as well. Just pop that back down again. And then we have, of course, I think that's on both sides. Yeah, we have it on both sides. Those tabs are on these sides as well to, again, see. Oh, maybe that doesn't come open. Yeah, it does. To see the machine gun inside there. And like I said before, to see the engine inside there. Neat. What else have we got going on here? We've got obviously the lighting, which I'm not going to, even though I've got the batteries, I'm going to do a video of that afterwards because I'm running out of time here. I don't want to kind of go on too long. It's been an hour and 23 minutes. I don't want to go too crazy on this one. Now, when it comes to the canopy, oh, there's another bit. There's another sticky bit at the front. That's why it wouldn't come open. Right. Okay, so I've removed all 3 sticky bits now. And yeah, that pops up nicely on the front and then folds up nicely there as a canopy. Bob's your uncle. Very nice indeed. Let's not hit my lighting rig as we look in the canopy. We've got the 2 seats there with the, I forget what they're called now, seat belts. And yeah, they're really cool. And again, like, that looks pretty straightforward. Do they plug into each other or can you just slide them in? I don't even know how that works. Oh, the little joysticks are cool between the legs. That's really neat. Yeah, nice little. There's loads of detail inside the compartment. It's really cool. So we've got, if I just kind of tilt it, then I knew that was going to happen. You can see like the detail in the kind of front of the cockpit controls and everything. And yeah, this is really cool. I'm going to definitely do a close-up video of the lighting with this one so we can see all these nice little details. Should we put? I should put Wild Bill in here because it kind of. I'll put Wild Bill and Glenda in here because they've earned that. They've earned that. What do you call it? They've earned that. They've earned it. There's nothing else to add. I just need to work out how these belts work. I'm sure it's just that clip. Is there a clip? Yeah, cool. So they come apart nicely. One waist piece and the bit over the top, which will fold over. I'm just going to like hook that onto the back of the seat for now, so it's not in the way, and then like pop him in there. I wonder if I'm thinking right now. I wonder if his things get in the way, his pistols, which I'm sure they will. I'm just trying to get his leggies in there. It is a bit of a FNAF trying to get him in that. It's like trying to get a child in one of those one of those playground swings that are like ridiculously tiny. Like trying to get an adult in one of those things. Now I know this isn't the pilot seat. People are probably going to be, yeah, pilot in the back. I thought you were going to, yeah, okay, fine. I knew as soon as I put him in there, I was really just trying to work out how it went in, more so than the correct place he needs to go in. But don't worry, I've seen it, I've seen the comments, and I'm acting on it. Yeah, this is not a simple process, is it? You've got to kind of like shimmy the belt up a little. There we go. Actually, that was actually a lot simpler than the previous seating. So Glenda's probably going to have a harder time than Bill. And you're going to have to take your hat off. And the glasses. I've dropped the glass. I've done the thing that everyone told me not to do, didn't I? Everyone told me not to do this. They said, put the glasses on after you've put them in. Otherwise, you will have an issue. And you're right, but maybe I can just turn it upside down and the glasses can fall out. You'd think so, but no, the glasses don't want to come out. The glasses have decided to stay forever. Where are they? Okay, this is hilarious. I'm not sure how funny I'm actually genuinely feeling about this right now, but it has fallen into behind the seats. There is no way those glasses are coming out of where I can just about make them out. I might have to do some sort of like wiggly shake for them to come out. That is hilarious. Oh, does it come out the back? Tip it back. I don't even know where they've gone now. I had a view of them a second ago, but now they're gone. I can't even hear them. Oh, there they are. They've come out. They're not there anymore because they're in the front. They're actually, this is hilarious. Why don't they come out? They're literally there. Why won't you fall out, you weird shades? Gravity has to take effect at some point, doesn't it? Oh, they come out. Yeah, they're out. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Honestly, what I just did there just took about 10 more minutes than it needed to. Right, so I'm putting him in naked. No hair, no gear, nothing. And I'm going to do all that once he gets in. Because when I put him in the first time, he was like, oh yeah, that went in nicely. And of course now, it's like, yeah, no way, mate. I'm telling you now, this is not an easy process, putting him in the pilot seat. Has anyone found a way of doing this that is better and more efficient than the way I'm doing it? I feel like you need to actually bend his knees as well before he kind of goes in there. There we go. We're in. We're in, people. I did hear something fall then. I wonder what that was. Oh, his pistol's fallen out now. How did that happen? Well, that's not important. That's not important. The important part is you're not going to you're going to be able to see the fact that he wasn't going to be wearing shades and a hat. So let's try and put this seatbelt back on. My goodness, this is one of those things that you need a lot of patience for. I don't think he's ever coming out of here. Yeah, he's going to live there forever now, guys. You're right. Get in there, you bald bastard. Okay, the belt is now secure. He is now in. Unfortunately, he's lost a pistol, and he's got no hat, hair, shades, or anything on. Right, we'll pop the old hairpiece on. God, I want this to be over now so I can enjoy this without having to be on television doing it. Let's put your shades on, even though they're going to fall immediately off. No, we're good. Okay, Bill is in position. And Glenda is also, she's going to have to be de-backpacked and lasered. There we go. And I'm going to go with the headset. Because Bill ain't wearing his helmet, so he's wearing a cowboy hat, for goodness sake. I'm sure Glenda can get away with just having her headset for this one. I would like to put the helmet on her, though, at some point. But this is really just for, just so you guys can see it more than anything. And like I said, like you don't already have your dragonflies out and so on and so forth. yeah, these are not easy seatbelts to mount. But then again, that is the situation you're dealing with here, isn't it? I mean, they're not easy. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Oh, have I rookie errored? I have. I'm putting her legs in like directly in front of the seat rather than in the gap in front of the nose. That's why it was going so badly wrong. I thought she could like sit down without having to put her feet, like, you know, in the front of the nose cone rather than, you know, warm them up on the old blooming machine gun. Okay, that's a lot easier then. Okay, so we've got Glenda and we've got Bill in there now. I think we're good. Let's just have a look at them being cool in the cockpit. Look at that. That's amazing. I am going to be putting Airborne in, I think, on my display. And of course, I'm not going to mess around. I'm just going to gently utilize the little side ones. Yeah, you just have to be very careful with the little side panel kind of canopy doors. Really, a lot of people have said there's a lot getting stress fractures and like issues with it, but you just have to kind of like be very careful with it. He says, kind of probably snapping it in half. And yeah, when you fold it back down, make sure that that doesn't happen. Anyway, that's cool. And then we also have this side as well. Again, just being very careful with it, but again, it works. And then just find that little fulcrum point underneath and make sure it goes in nicely. Yeah, so you just have to be very careful with those little joints and make sure not to kind of like overextend or mess them up. But no, beautiful. This is amazing and gigantic. And there you go, the Dragonfly. If I put it here, you can kind of see most of it in the shot. Look at this thing, man. It's amazing. Images to come, of course, on I'll post some images of the display of this beauty. I'll probably like mess around with some of the figures as well, some of the elements. But there you go. Unboxed the Dragonfly. We did it in an hour and a half with all the figures as well. Incredible. I will be doing an intel later, a little while later, for the patrons. But before we go, let me just do this and speak to you like normal human beings. Bear with me. Hello. Yeah, that's it. I am done with my unboxing as I get hit by a propeller. This thing is absolutely phenomenal. I am very impressed. Massive congratulations to the HasLab team, to the G.I. Joe Classified team, to Lenny and everyone, and Tony and just everyone on the brand, BMAC, Emily, everyone at Hasbro. This thing is insane. Yeah, this is going to go on my display, and like I said, I'll be back with the Patreon episode later today. Thanks very much for joining me, guys. It's been a pleasure as always, and I'll see you on the next one. I've got a Brian Flynn Super 7 interview dropping, I believe Monday, depending on when we get the approval for it. So yeah, you can check that out probably tomorrow. Or whenever it gets approved. But anyway, have a great rest of your weekend. Stay fresh, cheese bags. And after 3, you know what to do. 1, 2, 3. Full force. And all the explosion noises. That's it for this installment of the Full Force News Burst. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. And as always, full force. Make sure you get involved with the discussion by liking, sharing and commenting on these videos, and as always you can keep up with the show after listening by following on X, formerly Twitter, @TheFullForce, liking the Facebook page, facebook.com/TheFullForce. We've also added a brand new Instagram, so check us out there as well, @TheFullForce Podcast, and if you would like to contact the show you can message us on any of those platforms with feedback and questions. We also have a Patreon page, so if you want to show your support for the show, see your name up in lights on these videos, or
enjoy exclusive bonus content, then check out patreon.com/The Full Force Podcast, or click on the link on any of the posts this podcast appears in. Full Force.